Hi, this is Doc Cholo's blog for Kali exercise. These are clips showing you random moves and strikes using a bladed instrument for Kali. I'd like to label all these moves and strikes on next segment using Visayan terminologies for your info. Hello friends, for Doc Cholo's vlog, here we are again for Kali exercise. And today, I think I need to put some names on our strikes and moves. And this is a Filipino martial arts supposed to be, but unfortunately, we have not been using Filipino words, or not much of it is being used to describe the strikes and the blocks. Now, I learned Kali, and I learned it from the Visayas. Okay, if you know, the Philippines is made up of three regions, island regions. The main one, which is Luzon, in the middle is the Visayas, and Mindanao, where I am now. But I learned Kali from the Visayas. Okay, this is actually Kali from the Visayan Islands, and so we name the strikes and the blocks and the moves mostly using Cebuano or Visayan words. So I did a sequence with most of the strikes and the blocks, and I just wanted to promote the Filipino names for all these strikes and blocks. Okay, Filipino names in terms of the Visayan terminologies. Okay, so I think that's the essence of what I am going to share to you now. So I'll go on through the strikes slowly, and I'm going to give some terms for it. Okay, I'm using a modified jungle bolo. I modified this, and this is how we do it. Okay, the sequence starts with a stab. Okay, we stab, and we call this in Visayas dunggab. That's dunggab, and then the next strike is another dunggab. Okay, dunggab. That's a stab with a slice. Okay, dunggab and a slice. Okay, so this is actually dunggab, another dunggab, hiwa. Okay, and then dunggab, another thrust, and hataw hiwa. Okay, the swinging with slicing motion, hiwa, and then that's another slicing motion, hiwa, and that's hataw, and this is tigbas. It's a chop, tigbas, and this is hataw, and another tigbas. Okay, and this is a block, parry, a block, and another block, and this is tigbas. Okay, and tuyuk, tigbas. Okay, and then we have another tigbas on the other side, then tuyuk, tigbas, and dunggab. Okay, so you will note that we have some terms. Stabbing is called dunggab. Stabbing is dunggab, and this is slicing. Okay, when once it penetrates, rotate it, then slice it, and that's hiwa. And swinging strike is actually hataw with hiwa. Okay, slashing strike. Okay, hataw hiwa. Okay, then hataw, and then this tigbas. It's different from hiwa because tigbas is actually chopping, and this is hataw, and that's another chop. Okay, that's chopping, and we have pari. That's sagang. This is sagang, and this is another sagang, and this is tigbas, and that's another tigbas. Okay, so I guess it's about time I introduce to you the Visayan terminologies for these strikes. So you have dunggab, dunggab hiwa, dunggab hataw hiwa, okay, hataw hiwa, hataw, hataw tigbas, hataw tigbas, okay, and then sagang, then tigbas, then tigbas, dunggab. So these are the commonly used term for strikes and parry in the Visayan language. Just to promote the Filipino terms for a Filipino martial arts. Okay, so by the way, I'm not promoting. It's not actually for combat, but I'm using the bolo to be able to be conscious and aware of how deadly our instrument is. Okay, so we need to be well versed in handling a sharp instrument. Don't try this at home when you have other companies in the room. I do this. You will note that I don't have anyone else around. It's quite dangerous. You might have some uh, you know uh, errors in the moves, and you might be able to injure someone else or maybe injure you. So be careful if you're not well versed with handling a sharp bladed instrument such as this one. I don't recommend you using this until, of course, you become well versed in the use of the arnis stick. Okay, so I would suggest that to be able to utilize Kali for exercise, especially for seniors, I recommend that you first be used to uh, the stick. But then again, if you're alone and you could, or you have a supervisor, and I believe using a sharp bladed instrument would also be beneficial to be able to develop coordination, and of course be aware of the safety issues with the use of a bolo. Okay, dangers in the use of a bladed instrument is because of people who don't know how to use it. It's just like a gun. Okay, if you don't know how to use a gun, it becomes dangerous, and that's why you have to practice if you have a gun. In the same manner, it's the same principle involved there. If you know how to handle a bladed instrument, then that would be more beneficial for you. So I think that's all for now. Thank you very much for listening, and of course, if you haven't subscribed yet, I thank those who have subscribed and are following me. Again, if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe, share. I think the use of Kali exercise, or the use of a Filipino martial arts called Kali, is good for exercise, especially for seniors like me, or maybe those who would not tolerate vigorous and very strenuous exercises. Thank you very much. Till we meet again. Bye bye.